What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Ashley. I haven't seen this before. I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
Okay. Good.
Hello, welcome. The third time's a charm. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I'm shy and you made it worse. Now I'm even more nervous. But it's okay. So this is my first time seeing your live. But I did see that you were giving dating advice. So I did have this is not a wig, but thank you. I did see that you had dating advice, so I had a question. Sorry guys, I'm a bit shy. Yes. Can you help me a little bit, I guess?
Let me say this. I like her hair. Okay. Very Afrocentric, very natural, um, very nice. It's long. Look like it's taken care of. I like it. I like it. Ashley's, I don't think that's hers. I don't know how much of that is hers and how much is not. It's probably a wig to be. I ain't gonna hold you. But I like her dimples too. I like her dimples too. She's relatively attractive. Let's go in.
How do I just start asking my question, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah, ask your question. Yes.
Um, so basically, I met this man. It's very new. It's been 2 weeks. Green flags everywhere.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, it's very handsome. I met him with my sister. He was really great with her. Steps ahead. Always thinking steps ahead. Um, yeah, everything is going good, but we don't live in the same city. I found out he doesn't have a car, and I have a car. I have my own apartment, and I don't believe he has his own apartment. So, and it's my first time dealing with someone like that. But everything else is great. So everything that my other relationship was lacking, he has. So that's my dilemma. I ask my girls, and they're like, "It's oh no, I could never." Or my friends are like, "Well, you guys can build together," which I agree. I'm not someone that's materialistic. I never ask for anything, which I
I think it's important. How old is he?
30.
30. I think it's important that you don't need to be materialistic to require someone to have the basics. And I think that's just the basics, especially at 30.
Hmm.
Even if you're not a millionaire, the basics is before I go out into the world and I start dating, I want to make sure I have somewhere to lay my head. Maybe I have a little car I can drive, or I have transportation.
He did, but he
That,
sold
that's
it. Sorry.
that's how I see it. That doesn't mean you're saying I want a millionaire, but I want someone who has their basics in order.
Yes, he did, but he sold it. And I need to ask more questions because he did say he gets paid well. It's just, yeah, I just have questions.
But you
And
said
it's
he doesn't have his own place.
no, he
So if he
did,
gets
but he's
paid
not.
well, he can have his own place, his own space.
Yes, he did, but he doesn't anymore. So I need to ask more questions.
Okay.
So maybe he.
All right. Let me speak on this a little bit. I look at it like this. If he gets paid enough money, you can build together. It's just he needs to have this. He needs to have the basics. I get that as a female. Um, who knows why he sold it? Yeah, that's a question that she is gonna have to ask, and that's a legitimate question. Why? So you don't have a car, you don't have a home, you sold everything. Why did you sell everything? Did you sell it out of because you were in debt, or what? Did you sell it because you did a bid in jail or something? Like, what happened? You needed it for bail. What is? Why are you not? But you get paid you get paid decent money. Okay, so so again, look, listen. I understand that you should have the basics, but I also think that they can also build together too. Um, it's just it's rare that I hear women say you should stick it out. Now she said she had one friend who said you can build together, you can stick it out. That's rare. Because Ashley is all like, oh, nah, and, you know, you need to ask more questions, this, that, and the third. He need the basics. So I don't know. I think that I guess my point is we're just too quick to tell women no. Any slight of any kind of issue with a man, we telling a woman no, no go. The guy got everything else that she wants. Okay, he got everything else she wants. Now, how much is that? How can she know that when she don't live in the same state as him? I don't know. I'm assuming they met before. So if they met before, I'm sure they got physical chemistry. He's probably polite. He's probably romantic. He got a lot of other things going for him. He probably, you know, already smashed. So and she's probably happy with that. So she said green flags all over the place. So I'm assuming that they met already. So I'll put it this way: if they met already and he makes good money, I think it's a good. I think that's a green flag. If they have not met already and he doesn't have his own place, I think that's a red flag or a red sign, a stop sign. So let's dig deeper to find out which one it is. I haven't seen this, so let's find out.
I definitely I'll need to ask more questions. No, it's not a Toronto man. Definitely not. I don't do any Canada man. I'm sorry, I can't. But yeah.
It just sounds like he's still trying to get himself together. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe he just probably wants to focus a little bit more. But I don't know. That's up to you.
That's my dilemma because I'm just not used to it, and I have my career. I get paid pretty well. I'm very independent, and so I'm just like it's just a dilemma. Like, do I don't want to waste anyone's time. I don't want to waste my time.
So let me ask you, what do you want to do?
I see. It's okay. It's the first time that it feels like it's going like it's dating to for marriage. Like it usually I can tell like nah, this guy's trying to play or something, you know. But this time, and he's even telling me like he's trying to be serious with me, and I think that's why I'm asking myself that question because if it's getting there, then I need to like, plan for the future.
The thing is too, like my thought is, how will you gonna get me a ring or buy me a ring if you don't even have your own place or your own car? So how are you gonna even buy me a ring? That's just me thinking logical.
But it has only been 2 weeks, so maybe I'm thinking because I'm an overthinker. Maybe I'm taking way too step ahead. But he is applying pressure while telling me like take your time or whatever. But that's pretty much.
In 2 weeks is too soon to be down the aisle in a wedding dress.
No, basically what he means is he's not dating just to date. Like he's dating to see an end goal.
I'm saying for you, in your mind, to be down the aisle in a wedding dress.
No,
It's
no.
too soon for you to be there in your thoughts.
No, I would never. All of my relationship has been 3 years long, and to me, that's even like I need to get to know the person more. I'm just like, I think this is the first time where it feels like green flags. I don't know if that makes sense. Like everything looks nice.
Yeah, everything look. Of course, it's the first 2 weeks.
Okay, all right. I think I'm. Let me say this. I'm all of a sudden thinking that this is a red flag. Okay, it's a red flag, and the reason why is because it's only been 2 weeks, and a guy can love bomb you, and when he is ready to sort of trap you into a relationship, he will love bomb you and try to rush you into a marriage. Women do this too, but in this case, it's a guy. Now I'm starting to think that this guy is love bombing her so he could trap her into a marriage so she could probably take I don't want to say take care of him, but he'll just have a little security. He don't have a place to live. He could probably if they're married, then he can move in with her Maybe the place that he's staying at is a little, tumultuous right now. Who knows what that situation is? If he don't have his own place, who is he staying with? If he's staying with his mama, mama probably want him out the house. So he's gonna love bomb a chick and marry her so he can get out of mama's house. Okay, it's only been two weeks. Marriage shouldn't even be. I understand dating for a purpose, but marriage shouldn't even be a topic of conversation right now. It shouldn't. Okay, he don't even know her. That tells me he's moving in a bit of a desperation mode. All right, and now I'm seeing some red flags. Okay, um, if it's been 2 weeks and he don't stay in the same state as her, I'm all also thinking that they have never met. So if they have never met, it's even more red flags. Okay, you don't know this guy. You don't know what this guy is capable of. You don't know his disposition. You don't know any of that. So yeah, it's looking like red flags now. So I'm gonna have to give it a no right along with Ashley. Let's hear some more though.
Weeks. That's not to negate or not say he's a bad guy. But I think you need more time to get to know someone. Just like
Definitely.
he needs more time to get to know you. But from what you're telling me already, it just sounds like he's still building and getting his life together. You
Yes.
know? He's
So do
still
I
trying to
build
find
with
his
him?
footing.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess my question is, do I build with that? Because I don't want to waste my time. I'm tired of doing that. So it's like if I don't, I don't know if I want to stay. I don't know. I guess I'm. That's my. I need to ask myself those questions. So
So do
yeah.
you want to stay or
Let me say this to everybody: never, ever, ever marry somebody or contemplate marrying somebody you haven't met. Okay. Never ever contemplating marrying somebody if you haven't known them for 2 years at least. Let me say that again. Never contemplate marrying somebody you never met, and never contemplate marrying somebody you haven't known at least 2 years, because people can and do show their representative for 2 years. After 2 years, a person breaks their representative. Okay, that's the real person. After the 2 year mark, that is the real person. That's the person you want to really see, because that's going to tell you who you're really walking down the aisle with. If you can live with that person after 2 years, then that might be the one for you. But if you haven't known them or lived with them, I would say if you live with them for at least a year, or if you've known them for at least 2 years. Okay, this is the Mike the Philosopher chart. All right, you really get to know somebody when you live with them. If you've lived with them for over a year, and you say you can live with that person, that might be the person. If you've known them for 2 years, so maybe y'all don't stay in the same house, but y'all known each other, y'all relationship been tested a couple times, then I say that has to go 2 years. Okay, so that is like I said, that's the Mike the Philosopher philosophy, and I go by that myself. But 2 weeks, please. And you haven't met him? Please. Oh no. Anyway, let's go in.
do you want to continue? That's the
I
question you're
want
asking
to.
yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you want to do?
I do want to stay, but like it's still there. Like it's he could have been a 10, and now it's like a.
Right. Does this feel like your last relationship that you were in? Did it start this way? Does it feel have that
No,
same
no. My other relationships were we were like equally well. Like
And the reason I'm asking you this, hon, is because I don't want you to get yourself into a pattern where you're dating the same type of guys and you look up and it's 3 years later again, and maybe it doesn't look like the way you want it to, you know? And sometimes we fall for, a pattern, not the person. So
No,
just
I
be
feel
wary of
that.
that, you know?
Feel that, but this one feels really different. I think that's why I'm asking myself like those questions. Like, it feels. I feel sick. Usually, I would ask myself questions like, "Oh, does it like me? Does it like me not?" Like, those little games that we play between, when you're dating. But this time, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I know what he wants, and so I'm just trying to see like, do I give it a go or
I just think it's too soon to say. I think it's too soon.
yeah,
It's just 2 weeks is too soon. Just like when someone, starts a new job, 2 weeks is too soon to see if they're a good employer. 2 weeks
yeah.
is just too soon. I don't know. I need about, 6 months, 3 months to really see what's happening here, you know?
If anything moves or if anything changes.
Yeah, because it could go from, if he's telling you right now, I sold my home and I don't have a place to stay and I don't have a car, I could only imagine what he's going to tell you after 30 days.
But he does. He has a place to stay. It's just not his. So he's not broke, guys. He used to have a car. He
I
sold
didn't say
it.
he was broke. You don't
Okay.
have to be broke to live on someone's home. That doesn't mean you don't have money in your account.
Okay. I mean, I guess that was my question. It was just, I was just, yeah, I was asking my girls, and it was just, both sides. So, and I'm kind of indecisive, so I just wanted to have a better idea. But yeah, and I'm
Absolutely.
27, so I'm like, I think
Yeah.
now it's time to find someone.
Yeah, yeah, it is 20. Yes, absolutely. And be a lot more intentional, I again, you get to decide what you want to do, but I say just give it a little time before you like say, "Oh, he's the one."
Oh,
I think two
definitely.
weeks is too soon. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, that was all, I guess. You're
Keep
gorgeous
us
anyway.
Thank you, beauty. Thank you so much. And please keep us updated. Come back in a month from now.
I will. I followed you, so I was like, okay, she's giving good advice, so I'll come in a month or two.
Okay, darling. Bye bye. Yes, come back and keep us updated. But I mean, if he's telling you, from the beginning, like, hey, I don't have my own house or my own place or my own car, then, I think maybe there's some room for him to grow in his life. There's things he needs to work on outside of relationship. Because one thing I know for sure about men is most of them can't have peace of mind if their finances aren't together. That's very important for men. And if they don't, then they're angry. They resent you because you're making money, you're doing all the things. And the next thing you know, you become a punching bag.
Well, I would not necessarily agree with that part, but I'm not a woman, so I've never had to deal with that. Um, I think the problem mainly with guys is that the women who make more than them put it in their face, and they constantly remind the man that I'm the breadwinner, this, that, I'm the boss of this. And one time long ago, a woman made more than me. Okay, she made more than me in our relationship, and she expected me to be in the kitchen cooking, doing the laundry, this, that, and the third, and put it in my face, almost like she was in competition with me. And this is only because really I had I wasn't working at the time, right? So she really kind of showed bravado and put it in my face. I wasn't mad that she was making more money than me at the time, but I was very salty that she was throwing it up in my face and trying to sun me. Okay, um, that shit wasn't cool. Okay, and I was like, nah, I ain't down with this. So Oftentimes, and women got, I don't even know if they're conscious of the fact that they do it, but women will try to sun you if they make more money than you. Like they get to wear the pants or something. Like, no, that's not how this works at all. That's not how this works. Submission, and I told somebody else this too. Submission is required due to protection, not due to provision. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Submission is required due to protection, not due to provision. So it doesn't matter how much money you make. I'm not requiring submission based off of my provision or my money. That's not it. I require submission based on my protection, because I will probably die for you before you will me. Okay? And my duty is to protect you and the family from everything. And that is what requires submission. Not how many dollar bills I bring into the house. Okay? I have to protect you. So I need you to listen to me and submit to me so that I can do my job. And you can help me do my job by submitting. But if you running wild, you all out in the streets, and I get a phone call, somebody did something to my woman, that's going to look bad on me. And everybody is going to look at me. They're not going to look at you. But you wouldn't listen to me. You wouldn't submit. And now that something happened to you, that's my fault. That's why I require submission, through protection, not through provision. Anybody can make a couple dollars. Okay, so you chose a profession that happened to be paying a little bit more. That's in a bit of more demand. That don't make you the head of the household. So that's how I feel about that. Let me know what y'all think about that. Put it in the comments. I really would like to know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Figuratively and literally. Okay, he's looking at you with the side eye like, So he needs to get that together so he can feel secure in himself before he starts dating. That doesn't mean he needs $1 million, but he just needs his basics in order. Before he dates anyone, he should focus on himself. That's how I see it.